The film begins by showing a beautiful woman named Alexa. She is trying hard to get freedom in her life. Currently, Alexa lives with her adoptive parents, named Esther. Esther has a husband named Leo. He is a stubborn and easily angered person. But when he sees Alexa, Leo's eyes seem to change like a wolf seeing prey in front of him. Meanwhile, Esther is very happy to have Alexa there, and she is considered her own biological child. Because she has been married for a long time, she does not have children yet. Besides the three of them in the house, there is also a servant named Tadioan, a fat man who takes care of the kitchen and house. One day, Esther will have an old friend come. She then asks Tadioan to get a mahjong board in the warehouse. Not long after, Esther's friends arrive. They are named Asen and Wilo. They all miss each other because they haven't seen each other for a long time. Don't forget, Esther also introduces Alexa to her friends. After that they chat until the afternoon, talking about their respective activities. Not long after, a woman named Amparo also came. She was a rich woman who was always accompanied by her personal driver named Gasper. That night, they reminisced and did old habits, playing mahjong together. On the other hand, Alexa was studying in the kitchen while accompanying Tandion, who was busy preparing food for the guests. But not long after, Gasper suddenly came in and said he wanted a drink. Alexa also offered him food, and Gasper without further ado immediately took the food like someone who hadn't eaten since yesterday. Here Gasper apparently began to be interested in Alexa. For Gasper she was beautiful, friendly, and kind. Alexa and Tandion then prepared dinner for the guests, and they had dinner together. Meanwhile, Alexa went to the yard to smoke. There Alexa met Gasper, who was eating. They got to know each other and chatted for a while and exchanged cell phone numbers.
Alexa.
Yes, Mar.
On the other hand, Amparo, after finishing eating, asked permission to go out to smoke for a while. Seeing his boss come out, Gasper approached his boss and faithfully accompanied him to smoke in the car. But when in the car, Amparo without hesitation even invited Gasper to be intimate. After finishing, Amparo went back to gather with her friends, and Gasper waited in the car. They then sent messages to Alexa. But not long after, Leo came home and got angry at Gasper for throwing butts carelessly. Leo was indeed very fierce. Even no one in the house dared to fight him. Leo then went into Alexa's room. Even though Esther already considered Alexa her biological daughter, Leo also had the intention to approach her. He tried to seduce Alexa and asked her to be intimate. Alexa could only cry and did not dare to fight him. After that, Leo left the iPad as a gift for Alexa. Alexa, who was scared, left there and came to Tadion's place to sleep temporarily. Actually, she didn't feel at home living there, even though Esther was very kind, but Leo's attitude made her afraid. In the morning, Alexa met Gasper again and chatted beside the pool, and their togetherness was seen by Leo. He was very angry at Alexa for being close to another man. But this time Alexa dared to fight Leo. One day, Esther saw Leo being approached by two men who seemed to be debt collector. Her friends also warned Esther to be careful. Not long after, Leo came back to Alexa's room and wanted to force Alexa to make out. But fortunately Alexa managed to fight back and escape from Leo. Since then, Alexa really couldn't stand living there and looked for a way to escape from there. Meanwhile, Esther, who was curious, tried to ask Leo directly, but she was actually scolded by Leo. Leo apparently was in debt to loan sharks because he often lost in online gambling. That night after playing mahjong, Gasper and Alexa were together. They got closer. Because he was already interested in Alexa, Gasper bravely kissed Alexa first. Alexa was not angry, and instead invited Gasper to make out. But unfortunately, this incident was seen by Wilo from a distance. Not finished, Gasper ran away from there because he heard Amparo calling him, and asked him to guard the car while he slept. But Gasper, who had not finished, returned to meet Alexa using the stairs, and they continued their delayed lovemaking. At the same time, Leo apparently became suspicious because he heard a loud noise from Alexa's room. He also secretly went in there, but luckily Gasper managed to hide without being caught by Leo. However, the next day, Leo saw Alexa with Gasper again. Leo was furious at Alexa. Leo even forbade Alexa to leave the house and be close to anyone. Unable to stand the pressure from Leo, Alexa met Gasper in her boss's car. She asked Gasper to help her escape from there. But Gasper was afraid because he was worried about facing big problems with Leo. Not long after Amparo came there and fortunately Alexa managed to hide, Amparo asked Gasper again to make out. Alexa, who was also there, had no choice but to witness the incident. Alexa was very disappointed in Gasper. On the other hand, Leo was visited again by debt collectors. Leo was getting more chaotic and stressed because of the mounting debt. Esther tried to calm Leo down and invited him to play mahjong together. For a moment Leo could forget the burden on his mind. But at night, an argument occurred between Leo and Amparo. Amparo also said that Leo was a gambler and liked to be in debt. Here Leo's anger exploded and he wanted to shoot Amparo, but suddenly Amparo took out a gun and they shot each other. Leo managed to shoot Amparo. Not only Amparo, Gasper also became the target of Leo's anger. Alexa, who saw this, was very scared and ran for help. Leo chased Alexa and luckily Tadaeon suddenly came and beat Leo to death. In the end, Alexa was able to escape Leo's trap and the film ended.